Are meal delivery services offering nutritional supplements a completely novel business strategy or simply another remix? If you haven't noticed by now, I enjoy deconstructing the core mechanisms behind different business models to see what makes them successful or not. It means dissecting how various companies generate revenue, understand their value propositions, identify their target markets, and examine the various strategies they use to deliver products and or services. But I arguably have the most fun when analyzing companies that are generally outside of but through some strategic decision is now entering my deep domain expertise, which is the emerging and intersecting CPG categories of functional foods, functional beverages, and nutritional supplements. And this is exactly what happened when Factor, America's leading ready to eat meal delivery service, recently announced the launch of its new supplements brand, Factor Form. But for those unfamiliar with Factor, it was founded in 2013, specializing in providing fresh, ready to eat meals with a focus on health and wellness. In November 2020, Factor was acquired by the global leader of meal kits, HelloFresh, for $277 million, dollars, which was slightly below 3x revenue of Factor that year. And while I'm not sure the exact percentage that Factor contributes to the overall ready to eat product category revenue at HelloFresh right now, partly because of another categorical acquisition in 2021, it has grown substantially over the last 4 years, with the last earnings report release stating $1.6 billion dollars in categorical revenue generated in the first 9 months of 2024. So, with that type of growth, why even dabble in nutritional supplements? There are obvious contribution margin improvements compared to the ready to eat Factor meals, mostly coming from fulfillment expense savings, but I don't believe that was the driving force behind this brand extension. And that's because even at their best case scenario revenue projections, Factor Form supplements will have minimal impact to HelloFresh Group financial metrics. When HelloFresh acquired it 4 years ago, a major strategic initiative at Factor was leveraging new resources to enhance brand positioning and further amplify its mission, which means I think HelloFresh empowered this entrepreneurial effort to get marketplace feedback on Factor's lifestyle brand power currently. But for Factor to advance in this pursuit, it must continue to innovate around their consumer specific lifestyles. But more importantly, those innovations should also nurture its brand ethos and attitude. Since the beginning, Factor has positioned itself at the intersection of taste, health, and convenience, oftentimes using an integrated media strategy that emphasizes nutrition for performance. With the nutritional supplements market being ground zero for the age of the endless aisle, that intense level of product optionality can unfortunately create an overwhelming customer experience. So, Factor Form was created in a manner that aligns with Factor's mission to help people take the guesswork out of eating well so they can fuel up and feel good anytime. The Factor Form suite of products currently includes daily greens, whey protein, and hydration booster, offering diverse flavors and formulated in a manner that's said to enhance meals, not replace them. Grounded in food science as a food first brand, Factor ensures that Factor Form supplements meet the same high quality standards as their ready to eat meal products. Moreover, these Factor Form supplements were also created to work together, and each are packaged in convenient single serve portions, thus catering to busy, active lifestyles. And just like the revenue model used at Factor, the Factor Form supplements are only available through a monthly subscription service, with the website tabbed navigation providing customers with a convenient singular location to manage both their food and supplement needs. But circling back to that introductory question, is the meal delivery service Factor, which is owned by HelloFresh Group, offering nutritional supplements a completely unique business strategy or simply another remix? And I've said it once, and I'll likely need to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, but everything is a remix of the past, especially within the intersecting CPG categories of functional foods, functional beverages, and nutritional supplements. But that isn't intended to be some kind of negative commentary either, because usually the most successful strategic concepts don't arrive out of nowhere, they're remixes of previous ones. So I thought it would be fun to explore a few different strategic inspirations that could have been integrated into the decision by factor to create factor form supplements. And these aren't going to be in any chronological order, but the first one I want to mention, and probably the closest one to one example, happened 2 years ago when plant rich nutrition company Sakara launched a collection of complementary supplements. Next, you have a wide collection of ready to eat meal delivery services like Clean Eats or Pro Meals that have, from what it appears, white labeled mostly protein powders and sometimes protein snacks. Then, flipping that idea on its head, you might remember that several years ago, Redcon One began offering white labeled ready to eat meals from, I believe, Icon Meals. And then, sticking with Icon Meals, that meal delivery service created a powdered protein coffee supplement, which is a simple, convenient, multifunctional product that also includes my favorite brain energy ingredient, cognizant. Finally, along with the massive selection of supplements at bodybuilding.com, the website was probably way ahead of its time when it launched a collection of frozen meals called Be Elite Meals. Heck, I might even have the bland taste lingering in my mouth from those meals more than a decade later. But for this final portion of the content, I want to provide my outlook for these business model combinations of offering meal delivery services and nutritional supplements. And it's probably first kind of important to consider a behavioral change that arguably started gaining importance about a decade prior, as more individuals began viewing themselves as consumers in the healthcare market compared to solely being patients. Because of that, consumer healthcare has begun evolving from a reactive, one size fits all approach to a distinctively proactive, personalized, and integrative approach. As an example, I really enjoy the Hims and Hers business model that brings together the most valuable elements of consumer brands, technology companies, and healthcare to deliver a platform experience that removes barriers and provides access to better health in a manner that's approachable, personalized, and convenient. But as you'd imagine, that marketplace evolution has created immense opportunities. So, will we see more companies offering both meal delivery services and nutritional supplements? I think the answer is obviously yes, because simply put, I believe when businesses combine these complementary products, it better positions them to take advantage of major trends like food is medicine and personalization. Moreover, offering a services layer like what Factor does with its nutrition coaching sessions can empower consumers to understand what's best for their particular goals, thus further capitalizing on the intersection of these food trends. But I hope you enjoyed the first principles thinking that went into my latest YouTube video. If you did, can you do me a favor by hitting that like button? That quick and free action helps YouTube know my content is worth spreading to more people. Also, we're getting really close to reaching my next subscriber goal, and it would be great if you join me on this journey. But to do that, we need to fix the fact that slightly more than three-fourths of you that are watching this video right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and that hurts my feelings. Regardless, I want to thank you for giving me some of your attention and time, and I'll see you on the next one.